Okay. I don't know if I can hear myself, but we're going to do this real quick. Edit playlist. Change settings. Alright. Okay, we're gonna do this like for. That's good. Alright. Perfect. That'll just do that. Okay. Start it. No one right now, no one. I'm just, going to do something. What the hell? I'm just gonna do this thing. I had messed up when I was doing it, George, and I figured out how to do it by myself. So, yeah. Just pick your socket for now. Yeah.
Secure the bombs.
Alright, so how to play bathroom on Consulate as a defender. Normally, strongest ops playing bathroom on Consulate would be Doc, mostly because you can be able to play from here. So obviously I don't have my SMG as Ella, but you can play here, this hallway for anybody who's swinging. You can play connector, connector window. You can play office. Play office window.
5 seconds.
You can play these two windows. So watch from afar.
Keep an eye out for
You can also play. Let me just. Not the best rotate, but you can also play yellow right here. So if you set up your shield just around, right about here. I normally like to keep it there so that I can peek from this side. But generally, I kind of keep my crosshair right in between this so I can't be shot from over here or in this direction. Let me just open up this rotate more. Typically, playing bathroom on Consulate, you want to have an ADS here, or even an ADS right here on the floor. Even though it can be thatchered, typically you wouldn't be able to play a thatcher right here. You'd be playing a thatcher like right here if you want to breach that. Overall, playing a thatcher upstairs is not very useful. And yeah, so you would want to reinforce this as a defender. You're gonna play bathroom. And reinforce this wall as well. I typically like to set up my Grismonts like right about here. And I play my SMG right here. I can sit. I like to sit back, give myself some space. Just open this up. Sit back, give myself space so I can, you know, peek like that. You'd also have holes right here, like a rotate. Set up. Obvious. You'd have a rotate right here, so you can rotate out of bathroom. Just in case this gets a little overwhelmed, you can always rotate out of bathroom and keep yellow. There's always, so like if you play this right here, you have a mirror set up here. Typically you have a mirror set up there and a mirror set up right here. Cabinet, wall. So you can mirror set up there. You can peek into connector if it gets. And technically, if connectors, if there's people playing a connector as an attacker, that pretty much means that they already have site A. control. They already have control over site A. Which holding bathroom is still a vital thing because someone can still be pushing up yellow, you know. And yeah. From long desk, you can also play long desk. You would typically put a rotate right here. Because having a rotate here, say that you're playing from here, you would have this reinforcing and you can't have sight over long desk. And long desk can play, obviously, printer. You can play printer. You can also play front office or tellers, front of tellers, and Visa stairs, and including that. So you would just be able to peek this here. You can play Visa stairs. You can play for the spiral windows here. And also play yellow with whoever's playing bathroom. Typically ADS right behind long desk, just so if anybody's trying to nade you out, make you rotate out so that they can push through A. Then you obviously want an ADS there. And typically I wouldn't like to play front desk just because you have someone can shoot you from yellow, also spiral. If long desk fails, he dies. It's kind of like a death trap right here. You get shot from there, there, there. If you see office windows broken, you definitely don't want to cross through there. And you know no one's going to push up spiral. So it might be on skylight. You can always just kind of take a quick peek. But typically, you'd kind of want to be hanging out. If someone died in bathroom, you want to rotate into bathroom. And yeah, that's typically the best place to hold front desk and bathroom. Those are going to be your strongest parts of Consulate, attacking upstairs. So yeah. Moving on to an attacker, going for... Moving as an attacker over to attacking upstairs, so second floor. I normally like to go gas station just because you can get up from skylight and watch yellow for runouts. And playing Nomad is very useful on this map. Sometimes she can be banned, but rarely. I have never seen her. Rarely see her banned on Consulate. So yeah. So gas station. Oh, you want a drone? Obviously. I typically like to set up my drone somewhere downstairs for anybody who wants to play downstairs, or a drone on bottom of yellow because runouts happen here a lot. You also want to have a drone, maybe benches, because if you don't have a drone and benches, you can have a run out here.
5 seconds to insertion.
You also want to have a drone, maybe in piano or antechamber. So here. So say that we'll set up our drone here for a run out. That might happen over here. Typically Valk, or not there. Valk is played on this map, and she is a very strong map, especially this map, because trees, it's difficult, and normally someone like my friend would bring IQ to spot out any kind of Valk's thrown, and you want the drone right here, so just in case it's getting late in the map and you can't find your Valk, and the Valk cam I'm gonna have here, make sure no one's in this area for runouts. Typically, like Nomad this off, Nomad this. I would have actually put a little bit like right here more. So you can have your Nomad, one there and one over there to be safe. You can also have one here. You can place all three Nomads, so you can place one right there, one right there. Normally like right here for runouts from yellow, bottom of yellow, because that is a very common runout You also have a run out here. Normally you put one like right here. For runouts, benches, or bathroom. So after you have your nomads down, this goes for literally a claymore an operator who has a claymore. You can put one bottom yellow, bottom benches. What else? You can put one over by piano, windows. Very useful. Literally anybody who can prevent runouts. So like nomad and anybody that has claymores. Moving on. Right here. Desk. So cabinet. Normally when this is reinforced, there's always this little kind of space right here. You can shoot out. And you can get more visual into sight. Technically, you can bring a Hibana, but Hibana is not very useful. In some ways, you can. So say that you're holding an angle here. You kind of Hibana this and maybe right there. But I normally like to play Nomad right here so I can get visual onto this desk or this chair. Normally someone likes to hang out around there. And anybody who tries to rotate into here after being pressured from maybe Visa, Spiral, maybe Connector from rotating because you guys are pushing bomb A. And yeah, you can, after, if you're not catching anybody, someone can always swap out Skylight for you. Yellow Skylight, and you can play Spiral Skylight. You can watch anybody who's coming up Spiral, like rotating back to sight because it's becoming late and your defenders are being pressured to rotate back into sight, or my bad, roamers are being pressured to rotate back into sight. You can push from bathroom. Bathroom is a bit trickier to push from because it's like such a tight spot, and like I said round before, it's strongest holding point in upstairs. Tellers you would not play as a defender. Maybe one person like a Valk or an Echo. Typically playing like printer right here so that you can watch teller windows, and Visa stairs. Yeah, so after droning them out, that should pressure them to move up to long desk or even side Visa stairs to side A. Side A might not be up here actually, but it doesn't matter. So you can move up from Visa, typically push from here, check bottom of Visa stairs. Always want to drone. Droning is very important. Drone, 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 drone. Alright, you see it's clear, you're gonna push. Typically rotate, you wanna hold rotate, get someone behind down there, have someone downstairs as well for any C4 thrown while planting, and someone watching rotate, another person also watching yellow. You can nomad,
10 seconds remaining.
you can nomad off rotate. So no one pushes through there, and yeah,
5 seconds remaining.
that's how you attack upstairs as an attacker. Second floor on Consulate.
You've run out of time.
Moving on, we will go over defending. Garage, so basement as a defender. Normally, I like to play Jaeger. Intel ops are pretty good. Intel ops, like Maestro, Echo, Valk. Like I said, Valk is one of the most stronger operators on this map. So you play Echo, you can play Valk, Maestro. Wamai is a complementary to Jaeger, so I'm going to choose Jaeger. Jaeger is very, very strong for downstairs. This includes holding yellow stairs right here. You can hold bottom of spiral. You can hold archives. Just playing here, and you can have a deployable right here. Obviously, Jaeger does not have a deployable, but you can have a deployable here and play close to this wall. Being able to watch breach, shoot this. Okay, so you can watch breach. Anybody who swings, so you can just peek your body out a little bit. Because if you're coming down yellow,
10
you look
seconds
at these
remaining.
bullet holes and just peek the slightest amount to be
Down
able
to
to
5 seconds.
get anybody here, you're dead. Like, those 2 bullet holes are just gonna
You
ruin
must
you.
protect your bombs from being defused.
You're
by
playing
Op 4.
close to this wall. Just peek the slide, boom. You know? And typically, they're gonna be swinging, obviously they're swinging wide, watching the doorway, and they're gonna move like this. So as they're coming down like that, they're gonna move their crosshair towards this general area right here, where you'd be holding, because they want to watch from cafeteria, maybe someone who's playing this blue box, from anybody who's right here, you know? And they're gonna focus their attention because this is where most players play. From after breaching, they're gonna be playing here, maybe here, back of this. If you have a mirror setup, you can always play breach right there. So they're gonna keep their eyes in this kind of general area. And if someone's playing here, you can always get them, catch them off guard, you know? And if they fail to breach, you always can watch yellow, or you can have someone else watch yellow, playing like right here or something, or you can have someone playing cafeteria. Roamers typically just fall back into sight. And from this deployable shield that you have here, you can play bottom of spiral, archives, all the way to the back of the wall of archives, and anybody who's crossing through here, typically they'd kind of be dead because someone's playing cafeteria. If cafeteria fails, you always have a rotate right here, so you can get into cafeteria safely. So you can just kind of watch, and when you're rotating over, you always want to move closer this way so that if anybody in archives can't see you, for example, just run over here. Just say you're like right here and you're into the back right here. If you're close to this wall, they're not going to be able to shoot you. And this goes for console players right here. Typically, this you would aim down sight and kind of hold this. As far as they're going to shoot is probably right in this area right here. And maybe this middle part. As long as you're keeping as close as possible to the wall, you're perfectly safe. Maybe you can have a rotate right here so you don't have to go all the way to the doorway. They can always just push and get to the doorway. But as you're doing this, you're pushing up against this wall. You want to watch bottom of spiral. So then you have a rotate right here, collapse into cafeteria safely. That's how to play this. One of the more stronger spots, especially downstairs, because you can also be watching hatch. When you're upstairs, they can watch into this, but as long as attention is someone's watching yellow, and someone's also watching bottom of spiral, you can focus your attention on hatch or breach. And like I said, if you ever need to rotate and someone's already watching spiral and archives, you can always just hold this, you know. For Jaeger placements, ADSs, typically like right here, if you're gonna be playing this, if you're playing inside of this area, so you're playing close to this and you're just holding back here, which is also strong, which makes up if you do not have a deployable shield. But if you want to hold breach, typically you put one down here. If they have grenades coming in, this is why you have a Womai. You can typically just put your Womai up on the wall. It will not be Thatchered. Thatcher can't, its radius will not affect Womai. That's why Womai is a perfect complementary to Jaeger. You can also put one back here for anybody who's playing close to span. You can play close to breach right here, close to the wall. Let me pick this up. You can also put one back of white, because this is very useful, especially if someone's trying to kind of get you from here or here. They're pushing up here. You can get this, you know.
Down to 15 seconds.
Blue, this goes for blue as well. And for
10
cafeteria,
seconds to go.
ADS placement normally here. They're going to be, cafeteria is one of the more deadly spots because they can get you from there. But overall, that's how you play Barrage as a
Time limit
defender.
reached.
Sometimes you can play Archives, but Archives is generally more difficult, isn't the smartest play, just because you can get pinched and there's not really an exit. And Oryx, if you're playing Oryx and you're trying to get out of Archives, you're still gonna have a difficult time, just because in order to get those archive hatches, they have to push through Visa, and people are watching Visa, so Oryx doesn't have the best chance of escaping. Like I said, you can play Nomad, but I'm gonna choose Sledge, so I can play vertically and get those ADSs out of the way for anybody.
Use your drone to locate a bomb.
For the Jaegers, Magnets, IQ can play upstairs with me as well. She can also play vertically if she runs breach charges, but like I said, Claimers would be your best option. If you're running Sledge and IQ are both upstairs, first
Your
floor,
drone has found a bomb.
and you guys are trying to play vertically, don't mind the bomb. You're trying to play vertically. IQ doesn't need to run her breach charges. She needs better off be with her
advised your
Claymore,
drone has
because she can
located a
set
bomb.
it up
10
on
seconds to insertion.
bottom of yellow for runouts, you know? Or here, like I said,
Insertion
or
in
piano
5
windows.
seconds.
But typically, if you're gonna play Sledge, you're gonna
Found the bomb.
play
Proceed to its
more
location.
passive. You can Sledge could be a passive aggressive op. If you run SMG-11, you can push completely into yellow. Like if you have someone droning you in, you can watch this, but I like to play Sledge as a more passive operator. So you can have IQ, watch your back, you know, as you're playing vertical. So you can watch this, get, you know, bandits or kites, whatever it is. Or you can even have IQ, get those kites. So, oh, right here. And you can also search, shoot out any ADSs, because right here is the most common spot, and it's not the best spot, because Thatcher can always get that ADS. So you can shoot that out, any, like, there. Typically you don't want to stand over the holes that you made, but in this instance, since I'm not in a match, and I kind of messed up, you won't, typically you would just sledge this right here, and you get 2 bandit charges or kites, whatever, and this side would be open, and you can just watch from here, get ADSs. And then for the back of white, or behind van, right here, you can play right here. Anybody who's playing, like I said, close, right here. So he's playing close right here. You can also get those ADSs out of the way, so if they ever want to smoke, you can go ahead and smoke, do a nice smoke plant. Right here. Also, back of white, you can kind of nade back here if you kind of aim it right. Don't die right here. Nope, didn't. That got kind of towards the back of white. You can always nade there. I cooked it too long. That was my bad. But like I said, if you cook it the right amount, it'll generally roll off back of white. Back here, you can also watch this. So you can play here, shoot anybody coming from here. Playing there, and Jaeger. So if you had someone playing there, you're gonna be close up against that wall, so maybe you can just get the smallest amount, but you're gonna mostly be close to that wall. For playing back here, it's cafeteria. Oh, you can also watch this, but for cafeteria, most part, you can play this. You can play the behind this, because that table right there that's set up, that's where most people like to hang out. Shoot that. You can also watch rotate. Go right here.
The diffuser is no longer
works. Let me check. Okay, yeah, hold on. Give me a second. You sledge this. Just like so. This. You can play, that. So you have a tighter angle into cafeteria. Anybody who's playing near the vending machine, you know, wants to rotate out. And obviously, you're going to get these hatches. Hatches would definitely want to, anybody who's playing there. For Visa, generally, going through Visa is good. It's a much more difficult way to push because you're funneling through doorways rather than from a breach over there and white stairs. For pushing down spiral stairs, there's like, you're literally just watching this, and anybody who's playing behind that deployable can try to nade that. Oh my god, I messed up. But yeah, you can nade that. Like I said, if you want to watch someone rotate here, you're going to keep watching this, because obviously, if you're playing here as a defender, you don't want to rotate like this. Maybe you can, but it's going to be much more difficult. They have more line of sight than you, and yeah, that's why you would want, like, maybe rotate right here. Close, you're playing close, watching, and at that point, just the smallest amount would be peeking, and yeah. That's how you play Sledge upstairs.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah. That's how you play Consulate. We can also, I can show you how to play piano. But these are two of the most strongest defending points in the entire game, and how to attack them properly with these ops. And yeah, thank you for listening.